Hello, good evening, everybody. We join here today with our own private thoughts and memories in the comfort of friends old and new, surrounded by candles and feeling of hope which is lit brightly over the hill. We are together with our loved ones who are forever cherished in our hearts and who are always prominent in our thoughts. The Candle of Hope ceremony is a chance for personal reflection, reminiscence and remembrance of anyone enduring struggles as a result of cancer, either themselves or loved ones. It also offers a chance to celebrate life and recognize the ongoing medical advances in both research and treatment, which are allowing the hope we all hold to become a reality. The ceremony unites us all before we continue our relay today throughout the night. None shall sleep, cancer never sleeps, nor shall we.
I See You, a poem written by Sam Wiggins, a mother of a histio warrior who, despite the traumas of watching her child's battle, keeps the hope we are searching for alive and wants to use her experience to help and show support for others. Cancer is the word we all fear, the hushed whispers, the gaze that's never met. It's rubbing your child's leg at midnight because the chemo makes them hurt. It's watching the radiotherapy burn your child's skin and telling them it's all for the best. It's holding the sick bowl because they've not stopped being sick for hours. It's pouring poison into the veins of your beautiful baby, watching them bloat from steroids or turn into skeletons from infections and aggressive treatment. It's handing your child over to strangers so they can operate on them. It's holding your child down for painful tests and procedures. It's comforting them and telling them everything will be okay. It's crying in the shower because you have to be strong. It's saying goodbye to the warriors you meet along the way. Some will make it, some will not. It's washing your hands 50 billion times a day. The fear of infection's never far away. It's blood tests and biopsies, injections, meds. It's MRIs, CTs, PETs and X-rays. It's waiting by the phone for the results, desperately hoping nothing has changed. It's watching your child sleep at night and making memories while you can. Even if your child is one of the lucky ones, it's the late effects, the long-term consequences. It's physio and OT and psychiatrists, play therapy, even when treatment is finally through, even when your child is happy and well. Cancer will always leave a scar, deeply emblazoned on your heart. In its wake, it leaves disabilities and psychological scars, PTSD and anxiety, constant fear and worry. When your child has cancer, it changes you. You watch your child go to hell and back. You get so used to your child having an anaesthetic that you don't cry anymore. You calmly hold your child still for painful tests. You seem so strong, but I see you. I know inside, behind that strong exterior, that mask you put on for all the world. I know you're slowly breaking. You're trying so hard not to show it, but I see it. I know because my child's a warrior too.
Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain.
When you awaken in the morning hush, I'm the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in the circled flight. I'm the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I'm not there, I did not die.
Hi, I'm Sarah. And I'm absolutely so honoured to be able to stand here and speak to you this evening. For many people, I'm sure, that survive cancer, we kind of unconsciously live our lives by putting milestones in our way, and as soon as we reach a milestone we put something else there as well. It just kind of gets you from one part of your life to another, and today I've reached another milestone because I actually dropped my daughter off at university. So I spent 5 hours in the car, but it was a day, on one hand it's absolutely fantastic because I'm so grateful to have been able to have taken her, but during those moments as well, you kind of like, on the other hand, you kind of think it's a day that you may have thought at one time that you may not have seen. And for that reason, it does kind of resurface some of your emotions. But I want to do a positive speech, so I've written out what I would like to say today. First of all, I can't believe I'm standing here as a 31-year survivor of Hodgkin's disease, or Hodgkin's lymphoma, as it is more commonly known as today. I was just 16 years old at the time, and the same disease had taken my uncle just 3 years previously. As a child, I really didn't fully understand the implications of being diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, partly because I felt like my parents had shielded me from them as they tried to protect me and instead left me to concentrate on my school exams at the time, which actually did absorb many of my thoughts. Having said that, I still remember some very dark moments when I would have visions of dying and imagined my mum and dad feeling that huge loss as they built up the courage to finally open the door to my untouched bedroom. Thankfully, due to successful advances in treatment options, which were purely achieved, I believe, through science and research, they thankfully never faced that eventuality. I was incredibly lucky, and I was free to go on and make my own mark in life. Then cancer turned its hand again, and almost 20 years to the very day I heard those words echo again. I'm sorry, it's cancer. This time my world fell apart in an instant, and my mind turned to dying once again as I imagined my beautiful children without their mummy. I'm a mum to 2 gorgeous girls, and they were only 5 and 7 at the time. I was terrified in the beginning and had visions of my girls, my husband, family and friends watching my funeral, standing at the end of the coffin as they placed white roses on the top. This time the cancer struck me in a different form. This time it was triple negative breast cancer, a particularly aggressive form of the disease. I had to rely on the heroics of our medical professionals again, who not only looked after me medically, but emotionally as well, as they kept my mind alive with their friendship and positive words and expertise. I was again fortunate as my body responded, and I'm now delighted to say that 11 years on, I am still free of this dreadful disease. When I look back on my life and revisit all of the harrowing moments I've experienced with the destructive disease, I realise that situations positively shine when the strength grows within you, and this happens over time. Cancer has allowed me to achieve things that I would never have considered previously. Many of us who have been through cancer share the same desires. We want to desperately help others going through their own journey as they rely so heavily on hearing successful stories around them to survive. In our moment to give something back, I would never have considered running the London Marathon, but I did it in my own time and my own way for research, to help others facing their own diagnosis. I also became a successful author, penning my life story in a book called Worms on Parachutes, to help others who seek words of encouragement and hope, and also to thank the wonderful people who work in our hospitals every day simply to help others in their own way, and who often leave the greatest impact on our lives, and to recognise how research is so key. I know that I am lucky to be here today because of breakthroughs made because of research. That research is only possible because of people like you who come together and go out of their way to raise vital funds to allow research to take place.
For 15 years I've been doing Race for Life and 8 years doing relay. I've lost 2 sisters, mum and dad, brother getting over it, even my husband beat it. I've lost aunts and uncles, and this is why I do my charity work, because I know I can make a difference and change someone's life. But I never in a million years thought that now I have the biggest fight of my life. As I was just told Wednesday, I have cancer. But I am a fighter. Just ask me brothers. I have the most respect to whoever is going through this, and I will be wearing one of them purple t-shirts next year. And to my fantastic Tesco team, I thank you all for your support, and I thank everybody for what you're doing.
Light a candle, see it glow, watch it dance when you feel low. Think of me, think of light, I'll always be here, day and or night. A candle flickers out of sight, but in your heart I still burn bright. Think not of sadness, that I'm not near. Think of gladness and joyous cheer. I have not left, I am not gone. I'm here to stay, my beloved one. So when you light a candle and you see it glow, watch it and dance, and in your heart you'll know that I would never leave you even when you feel so blue. I'm sitting up here, always watching over you.
As we stand here together with the candles of hope burning brightly, we remember all those who cannot be here today or for whom are fighting their own battles with cancer in a moment of quiet reflection.
We promise to keep hope in our hearts.
We promise to keep hope alive.
We promise to share our hope with others. We promise to live with hope and fight to survive.
We promise that in times of struggle, we will always, always remain strong.
We will stand united when darkness hits.
We will never ever stop singing our hopeful song. Together we will be the fighter. Together we will be the winner.
Together we'll find treatment. Together we will beat cancer.
Luton Relay 2018 has brought us here together to remember those we love who will be in our hearts forever, to raise awareness of the darkness caused by the big C, and to comfort those we know or have just met with our reassuring company, to celebrate the great work that is making the future clearer, and raise funds to support the scientists who are preventing the darkness coming nearer. The tents are up and the candles of hope are burning bright. We prove that like cancer, we won't sleep. We will walk together through the night. As you are walking through the night, remember all those you know. They may be survivors, carers, families, or those who had to go. But what we are here to remember is the hope we can all share. That together we are making a difference. You're not alone. People care. Luton Relay 2018 has brought us here together to remember and celebrate the lives of those who love, who will be in our hearts forever. We invite everyone to stand together against cancer at the start of the track where we will walk against the candles of hope. Thank you.